What's up guys, I'm Suman from Stein. So welcome to the very first video of Lab Talks. Now this is a brand new series on Stein. So I'll just give a small introduction to what this series is about. Now if you don't want to sit and watch this small introduction, then definitely skip to the time mentioned right here. Or if you want, you can even read about what the series is in the description below. So make sure you check that out. With that said, let me explain what Lab Talk is. So Lab Talk is a series where I choose a laptop that is available in India, and then we go through every aspect of that laptop. We analyze the laptop and I give my opinion on whether or not you should consider this as your next potential laptop. By no means is this a review. We will just be analyzing the laptop based on the specs, how it looks, the information given on the official website and other sources that I can gather. So when it comes to review, we check out the performance, the thermals, the battery life, how the display is, if there's any issues with the laptops, we check all those out. But in this analysis, we can only go as far as, giving my experience of using previous versions of this laptop or experiences that I had with the set of same specs on another laptop. So with that, I'll give my idea on how a laptop will be. So I also collect the feedback from few users who have used the same laptop. With that in mind, I can give you a rough idea of how the laptop is going to perform, how the laptop is going to survive with you the long run. So why am I making this series? Simple. Number one, I don't have money to buy laptops and make reviews, and neither our company is willing to send me one. And in India, people making videos dedicated to laptops are very less, and even if people do, they only cover these high-end laptops, the MacBooks and things like that, which to be frank, not many people will end up buying in India. And last but not least, if any manufacturer is watching this video, definitely send me a laptop. I'll be really glad to do a review on that. With that said, let us move to the very first video of Lab Talks. In the first video, we are going to be taking a look at the Dell Inspiron 15 5590 for 2020. Now, I'll just talk about the pricing. The Dell Inspiron 15 5590 is priced at around 55,000 Indian rupees. With that said, let us talk about the specifications. It comes with a 10th generation Core i5 10210U, or as I say 10210U, whatever you call it. This is a 4-core CPU with 8 threads clocked at 1.6 GHz and can turbo up to 4.2. In many ways, it is similar to the i5 8250U, but it now supports up to 64 gigs of memory, has a higher turbo frequency, and has 16 PCIe lanes. Now, it might not look like much, but you can say it has around 8 to 10% of performance advantage in CPU bound tasks. It comes with 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM clocked at 2666 MHz, which is decently fast. Now, I'm not sure if this is upgradable, but let's hope so it is. As for graphics, it comes with the NVIDIA MX250 GPU, a 2 gig GDDR5 card. Now, the MX250 is not a gaming GPU by any means, but you can surely play light titles like CSGO, Dota at low or medium settings with decent frame rates. Now, I'm a person who played GTA 5 on my very old Dell laptop, which came around 6-7 years back and had a decent processor but a horrible GPU from AMD. So it was before the Ryzen time and all. It was horrible, but still I played at 720p at the lowest settings with frame rates around 30 to 40. If I was able to play in that laptop, then I'm sure you will also be able to play games like GTA. So games which are kind of a little old, maybe 5-6 years old, on this machine with no problem at all. But make sure you reduce the settings. But if one of you have this laptop with you, definitely share your experience of gaming with us in the comments below. With that said, last up we have a 512GB PCIe NVMe SSD. Now, it is shocking to see a super fast drive at this price. So loading softwares or games, starting up of Windows are all going to be really quick and snappy with this drive. So in terms of the specifications, Dell has provided some really good hardware for this price. Now, I can't give an accurate performance review without testing out the device personally. So if anyone from Dell is watching this video, make sure you send a review unit here. I'm eager to test this one out. Anyways, moving on to the display, the Dell 5590 comes with a 15.6-inch Full HD WVA display. It is an anti-glare display, meaning it has a matte finish, which is very awesome. Now WVA displays are those panels which have the properties of both IPS and TN panels. It probably will have really good viewing angles and decent color reproduction. So if you're watching movies or playing games on this, it should be totally fine. But if you're a professional dealing with color accurate work, then I highly recommend to skip this. But anyways, for most of us, this display should be really good. Dell have also shrunken the bezels on 3 sides, which makes it look quite nice, but it still has a small chin with the Dell logo. I mean, it's small, but still it is there. But there's one thing I really hate, and that is those white bezels. Why white Dell? But overall, when we take a look at the display, this seems like quite a decent display with good viewing angles and color reproduction based on what Dell has said. And again, as I previously mentioned, I can't talk more on the display without testing it out, because we have to test things like the backlight bleed, how well the display is calibrated, how well the colors are reproduced, is there any washout of colors, things like that have to be tested out. So let's hope I get a review in it so that we can check out all of these. With that said, let's talk about the keyboard, trackpad and the overall build. Now I've used a Dell laptop for 3 years. Now this also came in the same 15-inch category of the Inspiron series, and I have to say the build was the strongest point of the laptop. Now from Dell's website, we can understand that the top lid of the laptop is aluminium, so that basically translates to the entire other body is going to be plastic. But Dell makes really good plastic bodies. In fact, they are one of the hardest plastics being used, and I really appreciate Dell for that. Now from taking a glance at the pictures and with my previous experience using Dell laptops, I'm sure the build of this laptop should be really nice. The keyboard is a full-fledged keyboard with the numeric pad, which is awesome. But the keyboard looks quite cramped by taking a look at the customer pics. And the keyboard is in backlit too, and it is an optional upgrade. And meanwhile, even if I can't talk about the trackpad's performance, I can definitely say that the position of the trackpad isn't good. It is somewhat shifted to the left, and I'm sure that is definitely not an ideal position for a trackpad. Now talking about the I/O, we have a fairly good selection of it. It has 3 USB-A ports, with 2 of them being USB 3.1. We have a HDMI port, a headphone/mic jack, a micro SD card slot, a USB 3.1 Type-C port, Kensington lock and power. So fun fact, as per Dell's website, the USB 3.1 Type-C port supports DisplayPort and power delivery, and that is something we all expect in kind of say a mid-range laptop. My only gripe with the selection of I/O is that instead of a micro SD card slot, they could have given a full-sized SD card slot, which would have been much more useful. Now as for the thermal solution, I definitely can't talk about it without testing it, of course, but Dell has come up with new fancy thermal solution names, and I would really like to test out if all their claims are true. The Dell 5590 also has a 3-cell 42 watt-hour battery, and it comes with a 65 watt AC adapter, and last it also comes with 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. Now this has been the analysis of the Dell Inspiron 5590. Now by analysis, what I meant was we took a look at the specs, we took a look at the pictures, customer reviews, things like that. With all that combined, I gave my analytical view of this laptop. Now for the price, I think this here seems like a very good option to consider. Now from a performance standpoint, I think this is going to be a really snappy and quick device, and that is all thanks to the 10th generation processor, 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM with decent speeds, the MX250 GPU and the 512GB NVMe PCIe SSD. Now all this are definitely going to be contributing a lot, and if this is definitely an upgradable laptop, then in the long run you have a really good laptop. Now there are certain things that I can't talk about without testing this device. For example, can you video edit on this? How well are games being played on this? How good is the display? How good is the battery life? So things like this can't be put out without testing out a device, and if I do that, then that would be unfair. So if anyone from Dell is watching this video, please send me a review on it. I would like to check out and make a dedicated review on this laptop. With that said, this has been the first video of the new series Lap Talk. And if you like this video, definitely hit that thumbs up. With that said, if you have any ideas of purchasing this laptop, I have the purchase links to that in the description below, so make sure you check it out. With that said, thank you for watching, and this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.